Remember, whenever you come across with problem, say to yourself that you are stronger than your problems. This is Kashif Alam. I am NM English from Sindh University and MCom from Sindh College of Commerce. I am assistant professor and currently teaching at Government Degree College, Saeedpur. And in fact, as far as my primary education is concerned, I remember I did my primary education from Government Azhar Memorial High School. It was something very challenging in a way. I belong to a middle class family, and my father was a very hardworking fellow. He always worked hard and he never gave up. He kept encouraging me, and like I was in a position to work hard when I was supported by him. He was a very courageous man. He always encouraged me during my education. I had difficulty understanding certain things, and like it was a very simple time when I completed my primary education and middle education, but he was always positive. He kept motivating me that not to lose your heart, and he kept encouraging me all the time. So in fact, it was his guideline, it was his encouragement that I was able to pass my primary and middle education. And then finally, I joined Government Degree College for doing my second year. I did my second year. It was again a very tough time in a way that copy culture was rampant, and so like I was confused. I didn't want to copy, but as a matter of fact, what actually happened that I just asked myself that I needed to work hard, and I worked hard. And since my primary education, I was interested in English. So I was good at English, so I was able to survive there. But things were not normal because of certain factors. I had to struggle a lot, and then finally I decided to join commerce side. I joined Government Ghazali College for doing my graduation in commerce, and then after completing my commerce, I joined Sindh University, and this was the place where I groomed a lot, where I grew my confidence. When I joined Sindh University, I was slightly able to speak English. I was confident as well. But when I joined my class fellow, so I got to know that I needed to work extremely hard in order to prove my worth. Slowly and gradually, I started proving that. Initially, I had a lot of problem. The problem of understanding literature, because literature was not my field, and I was from college side, so I had difficulty understanding and familiarizing myself with semester system. But slowly and gradually, with the help of my class fellows, with the help of my friends, I was able to survive, and I was able to pass out from Sindh University. But that it was not easy. I had to burn the midnight oil. I had to work extremely hard because competition was very tight, marking scheme was very tough indeed, and the standard of English department then some 20 years ago was very high, and all the teachers were competent, highly qualified, experienced, energetic, and they all encouraged us a lot. So finally I was able to pass out from there. But what I learned in Sindh University was that, like, when you join university life, so that it's always challenging. University life gave me enlightenment, understanding, confidence, exposure, vision, and everything, because that everybody was mature there, everybody was able to speak English, everybody was able to argue, and in this way I learned a lot. So university life polished me a lot. And finally, as soon as I passed out my master, I got a private job in a renowned institution. But in fact, this was not my destination. I wanted to be a government lecturer, and for that I again started working hard. I confined myself into the four walls. I worked day and night in order to become a lecturer. And in the third attempt, I was able to become a lecturer. But one thing I underwent was that, in our society, we are surrounded by negative people. That is the biggest issue of our society. I remember somebody who just forbade me to join Sindh University, saying that you can't do MA English because you will have to go through 100 books, And as soon as I heard that, I was frightened, because studying 100 book was not easy, was not a piece of cake. So I was reluctant. But as a matter of fact, there was another friend of mine who lived in my mohalla, who encouraged me to join Sindh University, and he also supported me. And finally I was able to pass out from Sindh University. So this was the scenario, that you have to stay away from negative people, right? When you join them, negative people, so you become negative as well, and you kill your own talent, you kill your own intelligence, gumptions and all. So what I want my listeners and viewers, that they need to stay away from negative people. Think positively, think in the most effective way, so that you may be able to succeed whatever you want to. So this was the situation, but as a matter of fact, Sin University gave me a lot. And when I became a lecturer, I started teaching, and I also learned a lot. You know that this is not easy. When you want to get something special, something worthwhile, you have to give supreme sacrifice, you have to give prophetic sacrifice. Again the same thing, the reason is that when you want to achieve something special, you need to think beyond your line, and you have to be special, you have to be specific, because your task is not easy. So in fact, you know that you just have to overcome all your problems. The course of life is not easy, right? Ups and downs do come, challenges do come in your life, but because of your sheer determination, because of your sheer consistency, you can simply overcome them all. So what I want all my youth, all my students, all my listeners and viewers, that they need to work extremely hard, and they need to work single-mindedly. Times it happens that in the middle of our journey, we give up, thinking that we can't be able to achieve our target. This is negative, right? First of all, before you go for any option, you just need to talk to yourself that you are capable of doing that. In this way, you polish yourself, you just groom yourself, and you just prepare yourself to achieve what you have set. So this is something very special which I want to say, because I have myself experienced that when I was preparing for my lecturership. So you know, I was haunted by negative thought as well. It was natural, because I got this job in the third attempt. So again the same thing, that you need to work continuously and consistently. Consistency is something that is vitally important to achieve your titanic target. Because what actually happens, after working hard for a few days, we begin to show our laziness, you know, like we become half-hearted, you know, we lose our focus, we lose our concentration. And in modern time, it's quite natural for everyone to lose the focus because of distraction, the distraction of social media, the distraction of Facebook, gadgets, and so many things. Time is very fast nowadays. So what you need to do, you need to stay focused, and for this you need to practice, you need to just talk to yourself every time. You need to make yourself realize that your task is more important than anything else. I admit that being a human being, we do come across with certain things, certain negative thoughts, but you have to overcome that with your sheer determination, with your sheer willpower. This is the only way through which you can achieve your target. So what I mean, that in order to achieve something, you have to give the supreme sacrifice. And one thing I have also noticed, that if you make someone your ideal, your role model, you can get a lot. And your role model must be maturer than you are, must be more qualified than you are, must be more experienced than you are, and above all, he must be sincere to you, so that he may guide you in the most effective direction. This is the thing I have noticed, that whenever you come across with some difficult time, you can consult him, you can seek advice from him, and if he is sincere to you, he will guide you, and because of his guidance, you will be able to change your mind. I have seen that, you know, when you motivate someone, when you encourage someone, you know, his mind changes in a flash, just because of your positive approach, your positive guideline. So this is vitally important, and we need to spread positivism in our society. That is, you know, that is diminishing from our society. Positivism and, you know, positive approach, vision, and you know that this is the time of technology. We can avail this time very effectively. The reason is that everything is at your doorstep, at your fingertips. Everything you can click, anything you want to Google, or like you want to search. In this way, you can find the solution to your problem. And I remember while talking about this technology, I needed a topic on Shakespeare, and for this I had to go to the Utpata library, and I had to change to Convents, and it took me 3 to 4 hours to get a single topic. And now look at the blessing of this technology, that at home you just click and you get the desired website and everything, desired information and whatever you want to. This is the blessing of this modern time, that we can avail this modern time quite effectively if we are positive enough to. So guys, my advice is that stay positive and remember that negative time does come, hard time does come in everyone's life, difficult time does come, but it is your determination that helps you overcome that. Remember, whenever you come across with problem, say to yourself that you are stronger than your problems, you are more intelligent, you are more confident than anything else. So in this way, I think you will be able to get everything, you will be able to overcome all things, because being Muslim, I believe that Allah is the best of beholder. He keeps beholding us, whatever we have been doing. So in the end, ultimately, He does reward us. Hard work never goes unrewarded. It definitely pays you off in the long run. So believe in Allah, trust yourself, keep going ahead, breaking all the hurdles, all the obstacles that come on your way. This is the only way through which you can touch your titanic and towering target. Thank you very much.